Hi everybody! Welcome in! Hi TJ, Topi, Chart Darby, and Reeve. Welcome into more misery! Woo! Let's go! It's good to be back. Wait, why did it not? Ah, there we go. It's good to be back. I just hit I hit like a social energy wall, and I was like, I can't do this. If I try to do this, it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna end well. No one's gonna have fun. And so I took a couple days of a break just to exist. All right. Wait. Right. This isn't freaking, what's it called? Getting over it. I can actually use more than just the keyboard. Aw, man. This is where it gets scary. Whoa, no. Ah, what are you up to, Chart Darby? There we go. Welcome in, Avarice. I'm happy that you can catch it for a bit. What is everybody up to today? I woke up at 10 o'clock and talked to a friend on the phone for several hours. I had very little to do today yet. But that's okay, because I should, well, fingers crossed. Here's what's happening right now. Cool. So I got a job offer, and the job offer was paying a little less than I would prefer, and so I countered their salary offer, and I've heard nothing back. I didn't ask for much extra, I just asked to kind of reach my previous salary, and I've heard nothing back, so I'm hoping it's just HR being slow, and even if they're like, nah, we can't offer you that, I'll still take the job. I'll still take the job, because I need job. But, like, an update would be really nice right now. Doing late pumpkin carving to get those seeds. Oh my god. Yes. I fucking love pumpkin seeds. Oh yeah, roasted pumpkin seeds are so good. Like, would highly suggest 10 out of 10. You can also do, if you ever eat squash, since they have seeds too, you can also take squash seeds and do the exact same thing. Very tasty. Playing a bit of Mario Kart 8. Ooh, Reba's gonna be competition at the next time. 6, so you're missing class. I'm sorry to hear that. I know I already knew that, but like, I am sorry that you're not feeling great. Huzzah for your existence. Trying to finish the pure stress version of your Jeff the Killer stage mod. Oh yeah! I remember you showing me a little bit about that. This is stress right here, the snowy area. Huh. Welcome in, Dr. Frederick. The stream just started, so far I'm not raging yet. How are you? Okay. Yeah? Okay. What do I do next? No, show me what's up there, please. Please show me what's up there. Just jump and hope for the best. Yay. Oh wait, I have been up here. I have been up here before, just not very up here. Okay. I hate this area. I hate this area so much. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Whew. All right. Fingers crossed. No ice. No ice today, please. There we go. And do I dare? No, I don't. Patience is a virtue, people. Patience is a virtue. Help. Right. I need to get that friggin' collab with all of you set up still. Where has my mind been? My mind has been on too many things at once. Help if you could, but you're just keyboard smash. It's so windy today. This is like the first day here that it's been okay. I'm sorry if our weather pattern has made its way to you, because it freaking sucked. Aha! Yay! Okay. And then hopefully big jump. Okay. Oh, God. Huh. Can I jump on the gargoyles? Oh. The panic breathing. No? Okay. I have an idea. Might be a very bad idea. Okay. And then... Okay. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh. Okay, I'm still in snow. Ah. All right, this is fine. Write it down, write it down. Yeah, I should write more things down. It's not like... There we go. It's kind of just like... Everything kind of just hit at once, like a whole bunch of collabs, a whole bunch of work stuff. I do remember the Gargoyles show. It was toasting last week, now there's frost on the ground. It was never like super hot for us last week, but it wasn't like, oh shit, fuck, no, 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 no. I hate this game. Oh no. All right. But we did get down into like below freezing, and that was just less than ideal. Fuck this game. Trying to do some more scheduling on Google's calendar. It's been helpful keeping track of everything, especially your second job meetings. I could see that. When you have 2 jobs, like, scheduling and calendars are much more important. That's what I'm gonna end up doing once I get this job. I mean, my first job should be just... It should just be, like, straight days. Not too much to think about. But planning around it once I have work to do is gonna be the less great part. Hi, Abaddon! Hello! Still mad you heard Mariah Carey. It's the 4th time. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's too early. It's too early. Poor Thanksgiving. Forgotten again. Thanksgiving being between Halloween and Christmas is just... I'm sure the holiday itself doesn't care, but all the Thanksgiving fans just get asked out. Like, welcome in, Zach. And riding Sonic. Did I mean... Oh, yeah. So cold you were almost late to work. How? I have been late because my car wouldn't start before. I've also been late because my garage door froze shut and I couldn't get my snow shovel. Actually, that one I just gave up. I didn't go to work that day. I was like, I can't get out of my driveway. It was like the snowpocalypse that we had a couple of years back. Oh, shit, right. This area. Oh, no. Whoops, that wasn't what I wanted to do. There we go. No! I hate this part! When you get to the top and you start hearing Mariah Carey. I thought she was still thawing out, honestly. Like, I thought that we still had a month to go until she was defrosted. Have a Mariah Carey mod in Smash. No! Why would you do that? Incessant Taylor Swift. Also, yes, I missed it. But yes, university definitely counts as a job. When I was in college, I'd never took less than 15 credit hours a semester, and it was rough. Oh. My max was 19 credit hours, and my least was 15. Would not suggest. The burnout was real. There is an entire semester I don't remember because I was so stressed that my brain was just like, yeah, this information surely isn't useful anymore. You failed out of college because of credit hours. Not enough or too many that it was just too much of a workload. Oh, fuck. No, no. No! Oh my god. No, this wasn't supposed to happen. This wasn't supposed to happen. I'm not supposed to be back here. I was explaining this game to my friend today, and her answer was just, why? Saw a Christmas ad before Halloween even ended. Walmart already had Christmas. Their garden center already had Christmas in September. So that does not surprise me in the slightest. No. Too many that you screwed up your GPA, that you got academic suspension. Yeah, it was not. It's like they say that you have to take 12 credit hours to be full-time, but like 12 credit hours, depending on the course load, is way too much to keep up with, especially if you're working a part-time job. Like I was also doing a part-time job in addition to all those credit hours and just, whoops. Nah, fuck that. School is harder than it needs to be. Right? Like, when I was going to college, I was really stressed. When I was in high school, I was really stressed. And my dad tried to pull the, wait till you're an adult and then you'll understand what stress is. I have never been as stressed as an adult as I was when I was in school. And I kind of want to rub it in his face, but I'm also estranged right now, so I can't rub it in his face. But like, I know that he went for computer programming. I don't know what the course load for computer programming is like, but education course load, holy fuck. I had to take that many credit hours per semester, and I was still a super senior. Like I went through 5 years of that shit because that was the track. Does my dad know I'm a VTuber? Vaguely. He vaguely knows I'm a VTuber because I did talk about it a little bit. Oh no. Does he know who I am? Hell no. Absolutely not. But he also is of the opinion that the only reason that people would VTube is because like they're too quote unquote ugly to show their faces. And I was like, you know, there's a whole privacy issue going on there. Like, people, like, there are a whole bunch of reasons why people would VTube over using their face on stream. Like, it's not because they're hideous. Come on. Okay, shit. I am so behind. Store was already putting out Christmas decorations in September before the Halloween was even done. Yup. 12 credit hours with 3 long credit out. Yep. Or, like, if you take a lab class, you are automatically at like 13 credit hours, maybe 14. Stress is stress, doesn't matter why you feel it. Yeah, but he's all boomer-like, so he's got that whole like, back in my day, blah, 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 and it's just like, you can shut up now. The actual generation that's being affected by this shit is talking. You think you'll never recover from your horrible time at college. It can be like, fuck me. It can be that bad. Oh, no, 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 no. I hate this. Like, I still remember one day, like, really close to finals, just hyperventilating on my dorm room floor. Because I had labs to make up and I had studying to do. And I just broke down. I couldn't handle it. And I went to my professor, and luckily she was really cool about it because it was one of my, my highest level chemistry courses. And I went to her and I explained what was going on, and she did give me an extension because she was just like one of the kindest hearted people I think I've ever met, especially as a professor. And I managed to make it through. That's the semester I don't remember a whole lot of because it was not only like that high level chemistry course, but it was also Calc 2, it was Physics 2, it was an additional teaching course where I was actually going out on location. That was the one where I got in the middle of a fake school shooting phone call, and I got patted down and I was late to physics because they had us locked down, and it turned out that one of the students who needed like more help was kind of lower functioning, wanted to see police officers, and they told him like, oh, if you want to see police officers, like this is what you do, and they told him to call in a fake like gun threat. And it was interesting because nothing actually happened, but you spend 2 hours wondering how you're going to protect the students that are there as one of the only other adults in the room. I was not okay after that. Read back in your day. It's not back in your day anymore now, is it? Okay. Dad kind of sounds like the news guy from Spain. You're fucking right. You are absolutely right. Took too many credits once, chronically sleep deprived, your low sanity allowed you to run the most wild campaign. It was online class. Oh, shit. Yeah. The whole, like, online classes thing is... I think it'll take a while to see the full effects of it, but it's not good. Uni is kind of fucked up, yeah? School will dictate how successful your life is going to be afterwards. That's why I always push my students for apprentice. Oh, fuck. I hit A instead of actually jumping. I got distracted. Fuck. I always push my students to go for apprenticeships or even like blue collar jobs because you don't need to go to college to be able to live. That is just propaganda of the highest sort because universities are big business now and everybody wants their cut. It's less about actually preparing kids for school and more about making money off of it. Just look at private colleges. There's no reason they need to be that expensive. Remember being publicly embarrassed by one of your professors in front of 100 visiting high schoolers? That is fucked up. Too far in now to give up uni. College isn't all that bad, but you can't recommend it. Yeah, for some people, it's a valid path through life. As a chemist, the amount of upper level chemistry that I have taken is necessary. I understand mechanisms. I can use those to make methods. I can use that to actually create things and so on and so forth. You don't need to go to college to become a mechanic. You don't need to go to college to become an electrician. As long as you have someone who can educate you in the importance of resistance and switches and things of that nature, just learn from someone who's done it through experience a whole bunch. You don't really need all the book smarts for trades, but that's not how they treat it. No, absolutely not. I'm not. Do you know how many times I've gotten that joke? Like, even my students, because Breaking Bad has been around long enough, like, from when I was a teacher. Like, even my students were making that joke. You do have... For what you want to do, you do have to go to college. Ah. They ride the prestige on the diploma. Yeah. And there's this whole thing about, like, oh, this college is better for this and this college is better for this. And it's just like, did I or did I not like fucking learn everything that you wanted me to learn? Can I not just demonstrate things through like a practical? And it doesn't matter where I got my degree from, especially if I just like rode the coattails of fucking nepotism. Twysenberg. There we go. We're back to Duloc again. Imagine needing a diploma to become a VTuber. People are like so gatekeepy about VTubers. Like, have you seen all the people who are like, oh, Americans shouldn't be VTubers because they don't understand the culture? I'm just like, what culture are you talking about? Exactly. Are you talking about some of the culture that can be really fucking creepy and we recognize that, but you think it's okay because it's just anime? Like, what culture? Pray tell. The culture that even other people in Japan also think is really fucking creepy? Please, educate me. See, here's the thing. Lolly, not my thing. I understand that, like, it's a body type and it's not necessarily underage, and I'm fine with that. There was an incident a little bit ago where someone was straight up sexually role-playing an elementary school model that was like completely underage. I'm less okay with that. Am I gonna go on a harassment campaign? Fuck no. But am I gonna steer clear of it? Fuck yes. Like, I'm not inherently against lolly, but I do think that it can get pretty creepy sometimes. And if that's like the type of people that I choose not to surround myself with, that's okay. Yeah, Sir Doggo. Yeah, people definitely virtue signal for clout. They definitely are like, especially the hypocrites that are like, you shouldn't do this, and then you check their likes and it's just like, yes, hypocrite. Bork raid, I know. Yeah, you don't care until you start doing things in the direction. Yeah, the likes are published. I know it is, but it's also used to indicate like a body type. And I don't know if there's an easy way to like make the distinction. For me, if a character is overage, they're overage. Like, I actually just recently heard about people taking criticism with people who draw like not safe for work fan art of their Lalafell characters in Final Fantasy XIV, just because they're small, just because they're shorter than the typical character. You're apparently not supposed to sexualize your Lalafell, and it's like, they're legal age. You understand that, right? And you understand that there are people who are legal age who just don't look their age. People thought I was in high school up into my late 20s. Like, some people do use it to mean petite. And it's kind of like, that's the definition that I'm okay with. Wait. The Wendy's chick was... What the fuck? What? How do you even assign an age to a mascot? Especially one that you see like one time in one art style. That's crazy to me. How do we ever get more Lalafell? They're doing something. Exactly. Oh my god, guys. Lalafell have sex. Oh my god. Well, like the whole Genshin community bullshit. Venti is seen drinking. Venti is like a fucking thousands-year-old deity. But then there are people who are like, oh, how dare you sexualize Venti? He is a child. And it's like, age does not equal appearance. Ah! So it's like when people say lolly, like I'm not automatically like, oh my god, you're a pedo. I wait to see how they mean it and how uncomfy I am with it. And then I go my separate ways if I'm a little uncomfy with it. Yeah, Venti's whole gimmick is that he's an alcoholic. That he's like passed out drunk many, many times. They put out a chibi mascot and they joke, she looks good for 50, right? And then there's Klee. Klee is a different case for me because despite the fact that she might be a lot older than she looks, she acts very much like a child. So that one is kind of like, that one is a very gray leaning on black zone for me. Like, I don't agree with it, but like, I don't know. It's complicated. I know what I'm comfortable with, and I don't have the right to shove that on other people. I will just avoid it. But to me, Klee is very, very much a child, even though we don't know her actual age. And it is entirely possible that she is over 18, but young for her species. So there's that argument too, that you can't just say 18 is overage when it comes to creatures and people who are not human. Because there has to be a maturity aspect in my mind too. There's a big difference between poor taste and call the cops. Yeah, and then you have people who are like, well, it's just a drawing. But then people in that same argument are like, well, it's better than them doing it to actual kids. And it's like, so here you are attempting to separate people who enjoy underage characters from people who do things to kids in real life. But then one of your defenses is that they would do it in real life if it wasn't for the underage fictional characters. That's fucked up. Oh, whoops. Jumped too far. It's like you are not helping your case there. Whee! It's like if you have to have a proxy in lieu of actually getting help for a condition, and I know it's a condition that has a lot of shame, and people are not going to reach out because they know there will be judgment. But if you're using it as a proxy to acting on urges that are inappropriate, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot with the argument, aren't you? Hi, Conway. I'm so sorry. We got talking about like Lalafell and sexualization of Lalafell characters in Final Fantasy XIV, and I don't actually know how we got onto the conversation. Long and short of it is, if it bothers you, don't go on a hate raid. Just ignore it. Oh yeah, VTubing gatekeeping. VTuber gatekeeping, and how people think that Western people just shouldn't be VTubers because they quote unquote don't understand the culture. And I was like, the culture of things that are creepy even to other people in Japan? Okay. And then we kind of got onto here. I'm so sorry. Welcome in, by the way. It's bad psychology. That's not how it works. Yeah. But if it's just the fact that they use it as a defense for saying that people aren't inappropriate to children, but then they're like, but they would be inappropriate to children if it weren't for these. And it's like, sorry? Aw, man. Oh, shit. Okay, wait, no, I should be able to... Yeah, there we go. Saying you don't think they should have gone scorched earth on that one girl, but her gimmick is also in poor taste. Yeah, she shouldn't have been... Like, death threats are never okay. And I think that because she had rebranded, Like, she had rebranded from what she originally was and had a lot of followers who may not have been okay with that particular, like you said, gimmick. I think spreading information about it and people who may have been following, not the worst thing. Absolutely going like super hate rate on her and like sending death threats, never okay. The person I was talking about that had a literal elementary school model that they were sexualizing, that person. Like, and it was a literal elementary school child, complete with like the backpack, and saying that she was like, I'm on my way to school, blah, blah, blah. It was like, no, that crossed a line for me. That is no longer like a petite body type. That is, you are sexualizing a fictional child. Yeah, the education on it for people who may have been uncomfortable, not bad. Again, hate raids, never acceptable. Someone wants to, the only time it should be a concern is if it's the only way you can. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with the if it's the only way you can. I think if you do have those feelings and they're strong enough that you would want to act on them, seek help. It's good that it's not the only way. But I think that there should be help available to people who it causes distress to regardless. Because it can be very distressing to realize, I feel, to realize something like that about yourself. And seeking help and trying to come to terms with it should be available, even if it's not the only way. Creep's got to be called out. No death threats, but knowledge deployment. Yeah, knowledge deployment. Yeah. The flak fire and hate raids only force people to draw lines and not really learn from things. But the thing is, helpful criticism to someone who's already like made their choice. You can't force someone to change their mind, especially if they're already going that far into it. So, like, it's just a case of like live and let live for me. Like, there's no point in offering criticism that isn't asked for. Because clearly she was more than happy to be and take on that character. So it would do nothing. So why even, like, if you go into something like that, you know the type of reaction you're gonna get, and you know that you're gonna get attention. And she did, because a lot of people were like, oh, like, now I've discovered a new lolly VTuber that I didn't know about because people were being hateful. Like, there's a very good chance that some of it was done just for inciting a flame war. And I think that it would be ignorant to assume otherwise. And in that case, it went exactly how I think she probably knew it would. Yeah, as long as no one is getting hurt. I don't have to agree with it. As long as no one's actually getting hurt. Fine, I can be creeped out by it and I can avoid it, but I'm not going to go after someone for it. And it's like, I have raided into and talked with people who have young-looking models. And that's okay. You don't have to draw a hard line. You can decide what you're comfortable with. I think the whole gimmick is probably a stunt, but you think it went further than she's expected. Probably. I think there was some miscalculation there, but it did make her explode in followers. So, like, so that the VTuber determines the persona and vibe they're going for. Yeah, it's like being being a scientist, I am also, like, obviously above age, and I'm gonna have mature content. I'm gonna talk like an adult to an adult audience. And some people are cool with that, and some people prefer someone more say-so, and that's okay too. They could prefer adult-looking, like, older-looking models who are still say-so. It's just, you get to curate your experience. Ah, come on. Children can't calculate, too young to do math. Well, yeah, but it's not like the person behind the model is not an actual child. Cannot believe I ended up back in the sewer in this game. Okay, but can I just say, like, speaking of my model, I am super excited to be able to have a job again. So that I can maybe... I would love the idea of a dream-based model. I don't know exactly what it's gonna look like. I really like, if anybody's played Final Fantasy VI, I like the kind of etherealness and abstractness of Terra when she's in her Esper form. I think that's really cool, and I would love to do something maybe like that. But we'll have to see. There's some content you're just uncomfortable with, like ASMR, so you skip those streams. Yeah. And this whole idea, like, this whole idea that you, if you're a fan of someone, you have to watch all of their content, that is bullshit. That is bullshit. If it makes you uncomfortable, just don't watch it. It doesn't mean you don't like the person. It just means that sometimes it's not for you. Borf. Yeah, it's 1:30. Neighbor just got home. I can hear the truck from here. Wow. Angry dog. Ah. For what games? Trippier games? Oh yeah, like dream-based games, like Yume Nikki and things like that. Maybe even Doki Doki Literature Club. That would be a lot of fun. Yeah, I usually see it in like Corpo VTuber. Let me go calm him down. I will be right back. Hey, Sir Doggo, you're fine. Come here. Bud, neighbor's home, isn't he? Yeah. Big shake. But yeah, you end up with it a lot with Corpo VTubers where they put out that much content all the time and they're usually variety. It's like, oh, you can't be a fan of them if you don't like these streams. Shut the fuck up. Doggo's ears are perking up. Mr. Doggo's Borks. he gets very, very loud about... Aw, man. He gets very loud about the neighbor's truck. Very loud about the neighbor's truck. I don't know why it's that truck in particular that irritates him, but it does. Shit. All right, let me get through here and I'll pick up some messages. Or let me fall and I will also pick up some messages. No, one VTuber who you feel tries to be spicy but is so far from her real character it hurts her. That is... I hope she doesn't feel that that's necessary to make it ahead. I know sex sells, but there are also say-so VTubers who do really well. And that's... Like, I know you and I were talking yesterday about script writing and how on my scripts, it's difficult because it has to be something that I can say and feel comfortable saying that also fits me. I can't push myself that far out of my comfort zone or else it gets awkward. And I've had people who have come in and, like, it's one thing for people to want to kind of flirt and be a little bit cute or even a little bit sus when they, like, comment on my appearance or my voice or things like that, and I'm fine with that. But I've had people come in before and say, like, they were gonna jerk off to me, or, oh my god, hi, Icy Panther, I am so sorry. Or say, like, they were gonna come to me or things like that, and it's like, no, absolutely not. Do not talk to me like that. I'm not that type of streamer. I'm not your spank bank material. Just don't. I don't need to know what you do to yourself in your spare time involving me. Like, flirt if you want. Be kind of sussy, like, cute if you want. That overstepped so many boundaries for me. Your doggo is sleeping in his bed, sleepy baby. That's cute. I'm so happy you adopted him. He's adorable. Welcome in, Mysterious. Deleting Twilight's Bank. As I said, do what you want in your spare time. I recognize that I have the booba, and I recognize that sometimes we joke about things that are a bit, like, adult. And that's okay if that's how you want to see me, or, like, you have a dream or whatever. Don't fucking tell me. Don't tell me. You like watching VTubers, but you don't watch molding games. You just can't. No, that is perfectly understandable. That's some trauma that nobody needs. Also, Icy Panther, to those of you who do not know, when I talk about Convention Friend that I go help on tables, that's Icy Panther. If you like elephants and you like hedgehogs or Eevees, go check out all the floof. We save the ejaculating for Edgar Allan Poe. We do. I realize you don't know my chat very well, Icy Panther. But Edgar Allan Poe, if you've ever read the old stuff, he uses the actual correct terminology for a loud expression or a shout. It's called ejaculation, like ejaculated, like, oh my god, he ejaculated. So it's become an inside joke that every time I do an Edgar Allan Poe stream, it's like ejaculation Sunday or things like that. Totally innocent. Poe has new stuff. You never know. Maybe we could discover some diary that he never released to the public, that someone has in a freaking archive or something. Adult being adult. Surprise Pikachu face. Ah! Oh no! In Florida, you have a saying, you do you, I do me. Don't do me, especially if you're being freaky. I love that, Sonic. That's where he kept the smut. Wait, Dr. Frederick. What did Dr. Frederick say? See that in newer VTubers? They tend to be more comfortable in being themselves. I feel like I do a really good job at being myself, but not overplaying it. Like, I don't make jokes that I'm uncomfortable with, and I feel like anybody that knows me IRL, like when Piper comes through or when Fiercey comes through, they know me IRL. And I feel like I talk a little differently because this is almost like presentation format, right? I'm talking to you and I am presenting this game, and I have to speak a little more clearly because microphones can only do so much for cleaning up vocals. But the person that you see on stream is pretty much the person you would get in real life. A few dirty jokes, random tangents, way too much laughter, and just being really fucking silly. Like, that is me in real life. And I like teasing people a little bit. And so my scripts will always be on the more, like, teasy side without ever being overly explicit until I feel maybe I'm comfortable with that. Like, this script that I'm still trying to pad out has a little bit of, like, a sussy, like, oh, we could have been doing something else if you'd showed up to bed last night, but it's not explicit. Oh, Icy Panther, stop. Thank Oh no, was that supposed to be a full jump? That might be supposed to be a full jump. Like, I wouldn't keep coming back to conventions with you if you weren't also a really good person. Aw, man, shoot. Down we go. So yeah, this is the game I was telling you about in our phone call, Icy Panther. You can see how it would get irritating very quickly. How did the painting turn out? Did you add the letters? This game is aggravating you. Oh my god. No, it can be pretty bad. If it wasn't for chat and talking to people, I would not play this game. If I didn't have so quickly, if it wasn't for people in chat and being able to like concentrate on something that isn't this game, I would not play this. You sent me a text. Okay. Oh, look at that. That looks really good. How does the gold look in person? Ended up having to redo all the letters. It was off center. No. Gonna step away now, but you wish very good luck. Thank you, Dr. Frederick. I hope you have a lovely day. Aw, man. This game has all of you hanging on a sanity by a thread. Fair enough. Bye. I hope I didn't ruin your mood by playing Rage Game. I think it's really funny that other people get much more frustrated at this game than I do. Yes, I do have a nice mug of water because I'm lame and I don't have cups. Ignored again. Oh no, what did you say? Oh, you're gonna warm your cold, unfeeling heart. I don't think that's true. Mugs are more cool. Well, sometimes it's a wine glass, but I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. Okay, so do you know the wine glasses that have like really thin glass that is like, I mean, it can like fit in your mouth and you can like, I don't know how to explain it, but like the rim is very easy to get. I want to bite it sometimes. Obviously I can't bite it because it's glass, but like I don't know why I feel the need to bite it. Also, mister, your signal disappeared. If I ever miss something, I've added to my rules, like if you want me to really see something, just go ahead and post it again and I will see it and it'll be good and fine. Because I know I can't keep up with every message when people are going like a mile a minute. So it's easier just to have you repost than to try and hunt it down. Ah, motherfucker! Twyla, why? I wish I knew! It's not an oral fixation because that, like, if I'm feeling the need to, like, chew on something normal, I will just get something normal to chew on, like a hard candy or something. Even like, or like a freaking breath mint or something, or a banana, or I don't know, but something about the thickness of the glass just does things to me and I don't know why. It's really weird. And oh my god, I did not just... Ah! I wish I knew exactly what the problem was, but I don't. But it's only particular thicknesses of glass. And I talked to one of my friends, and he experiences it too. But just for certain thicknesses of glass. Tune in for a dozen screens of progress, suddenly be lost. No, you did not cause this, Jason. The game caused this. My own inability to get good caused this. I mean, I'm all for intrusive thoughts, but it's just weird that it's only those wine glasses. Oh no. Eh. Fuck! I just threw myself off the cliff. Just launched myself right there. Does it look edible though? I'm not in the habit of eating clear or translucent things. I have not managed to beat Chartu Darby once. Gets urges to bite things that shouldn't be bitten. Noted. Not like things that shouldn't be, just that one thing that shouldn't be bitten. I've never looked at something else like I don't bite pens. I don't bite popsicles until like they're absolutely ready to be bitten because I'm not gonna like injure myself. Oh my god, I hate this jump. Ah! Fuck! Help! Zila, is it you had the intrusive thoughts once and now your synapses have that? Possibly? The association or the sensation you associate with it, possibly. A properly pulled wine glass stem looks like it would feel satisfying to bite into. It's not, but it looks like it. I've never wanted to go for the stem. It's just the rim. Wait. Ignore that. Sometimes you feel like crushing wine glasses in your hands even though you know it's a stupid idea. It's always wine glasses. Why? Shut up. You guys shut up. I see those cameras. Too late. No. No. There we go. Good jump. Bad jump. Motherfucker. Ah, all the way down. The Symphony of the Night thing. What is a man? Wine glass crash. No comment. I'm not entertaining this conversation any further. Certain puddles of ice. Like you just want to jump into them? Because I could see jumping into puddles of ice. You know it's going to be cold as shit. But it's also like that childhood joy of jumping into puddles. Even if they're covered in ice. Lila got her back broken like 4 times in one match. I remember that. That was humiliating. Fuck me. Okay, moving on. There we go. I haven't jumped into a pile of leaves in so long. But I also don't have a tree that really gives me leaves. So there's no... I'm not gonna go randomly jump in someone else's pile of leaves. As fun as it would be. Yay. Yay! Trees, Christmas trees. I have a pine tree in my yard. I do not have a deciduous tree in my yard. My neighbor does, and I would rather their leaves not come to my yard. How many fucking Christmas trees have you sold over the last week? How many have you sold over the last week? It's not a bad thing to prepare early. Hey you! Hey you, what's up? When ice is a very thin layer with nothing underneath it, you always crush it. Oh my god, when I was in college, there was a really bad ice storm, and I love the sound that ice makes. I'm a very big like metal chime and like crystalline sound person. That is one of the most aesthetically pleasing sounds to me. That's why I really like Christmas themes in video games, is because they always have chimes, or like winter themes. I went out and we found where there were like a whole bunch of icicles, and we knocked them off to the ground to hear what sound they would make, and we crunched some leaves that we found and just had our own little symphony of ice music. It was lovely. It was so pretty. I still have, if I can find them, the pictures from that day, because everything was frozen solid. And that was the only time that we ever had school closure, because branches were falling, and it wasn't that they gave two fucks about the icy roads or the icy campus conditions. It was literally the fact that they had cars getting wrecked by like halves of trees that were coming down, and they were like, maybe we shouldn't send students out to where they could get crushed by trees. That sounds like a good idea. Went to therapy in fursuit. And when you got out, you played in the leaves for a bit. That's cute. Was it one of, I know that you make them. Was it one of your own making? And have I seen it before? Speaking of leaves, which leads to outside, the pup keeps sitting in front of the door. All right, have fun with the fresh air and the pupper. We'll get to the top one day. One day. Does leather count as fursuit? I don't feel like it. Yes, it was the 2011 Snowmageddon. Icy Panther was at a different university, but at the same time. Love the sound of ice cracking, which is why you like the sound of grass breaking. Okay, so don't start summoning snow yet. I won't. But you already had snow. You already had a little bit of snow, and we had flurries on Halloween. So I won't summon any more than that. At my previous job, we had to make media in big glass flasks, and these big glass flasks later got put into a shaking like rotational machine. And about every 6 months, we kept a tab on them to see when we should replace them. And the lab that I was at, get this, the lab that I was at, if you broke glass, you had to fill out a report for breaking the glass because we were not supposed to break glass in a lab. The reason being, they didn't separate the lab and the plant from rules, even though they are completely different. And if you have broken glass in the plant, that is a problem. And you needed to report it immediately so they could get it fixed, make sure it didn't go into product, etc., etc. Do you know how easy it is to break glass in a lab? Very, very easy. So, in order to prevent glass breakages from damage, we would shatter them every 6 months. And we would go around to people in the lab and be like, hey, do you want to throw this glass flask in the glass bin? Do you want to break some glass? And it was everybody's catharsis just to hurl glass as quickly as possible into this glass receiving bin and break the shit out of it. Because, I mean, you want to break it so more fits anyway, and you'd have to make less trips to the dumpster. Or, like, wherever we dumped that shit. I don't even remember. It's been 4 years. And just, everybody would get such kicks out of just glass. And you could hear it across the lab, and you would see people perk up and kind of look over their little work area, like, oh, is that glass I hear? Is that glass I hear? And everybody just got so excited to break glass. Not sure if you did. You'll show in Discord later. It's a gray puppy. That's so cute. Don't be crass. Just break the glass. In your high school chemistry, dock you points on labs if any glass was broken. That is so fucking stupid. Because sometimes it's not even your fault. There could be some sort of defect in the glass and you stir a little too hard and then all of a sudden it's just shattered. Oh, like my hopes and dreams. In organic chemistry, if we broke anything that wasn't standard labware, we had to pay for it. I had nightmares that I broke. I literally had nightmares that I broke my desiccator because the desiccator was like $200 and it had to come out of pocket. And I did not have $200 to pay out of pocket for breaking my desiccator. So of course that was where my mind fixated and was just like, ah, fuck. Why am I stuck in Duloc again? This shit sucks. It was because the teacher couldn't afford more glassware. I get that. But motor skills with chemistry take a long time to learn. And it's very easy to just make one mistake because it's like, yes, it's quote unquote cookbook chemistry when you're in that kind of environment. When you're in high school, you're like general education chemistry courses in college. It's quote unquote cookbook chemistry where you're given something to do and you do it. But that doesn't mean that you're familiar with exactly how fragile some of the pieces are, how to stir without breaking a stir bar or a stirring rod or things like that, because our stir rods were glass as well. It's just like, yes, you want to instill that, hey, try not to break the glassware because we don't have the budget to replace it. But to punish them for things that just fucking happen is cruel to me. Oop. Whoops. Wanted to go to a wrecking. Yes, that would be so fun. I want to destroy shit. Let me in. I'm sure they've got some, like, in my nearest cities. Because I'm like, I have so many big cities near me I just never go to because I'm lazy. It's like I could literally make it a day trip and I'm just like, nah. Who wants to drive that long? Even though in the Midwest, if you want to get somewhere, you have to drive that long. Wow, that is brutal. Something tells me his parents are boomers because that is so much boomer humor right there. Oh no, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions to decide to have a kid and it's not what it was cracked up to be. It's the same people that hate their wives. They also hate their kids. About 12 pieces of glassware were broken and he... Nothing too serious unless you did really bad. Still. It feels like an unfair punishment to me for a class that is just learning how to chemistry. What? Fuck. Especially if it isn't financially, but instead academically, since that has nothing to do with it. I agree. It's like punishing the entire class for something that one person did. Makes no sense, because the person is going to do it anyway. If they're already acting up, you think they give a fuck about the rest of their class? No. So why punish the class for one person? Weird Twyla noises. It is brewery day, by the way. Maybe that's why I play these on Thursdays, is because I know I get beer afterwards. Well, yeah, but I was just equating it to like cruel punishments that shouldn't happen. Sure, it was just for the bit. They genuinely do care about him. That's good. I never got to watch it because I didn't have Nickelodeon. Everything that I know has been culturally osmosed over time. Like the specific pink and green that everybody points out as being them, the fairies. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna jump all the way in and try to come back because that is not working for me today. Shit! Oh no. Okay, that's fine. Cool. We're never allowed to watch SpongeBob, so you lost out on all of millennial culture. I will admit, when I was younger, even like when I finally got access to like cable TV because they gave us cable TV in the dorm rooms and I had my own TV. I tried watching SpongeBob and I thought that it was some of the most stupid shit ever. The type of humor did not appeal to me. And all I know about SpongeBob is the memes, and that's fine with me. That's just fine with me. I'm not trying to be a fan. I just recognize the memes. It's not even that it's hyperactive. It just feels like such lowbrow humor. Turning into Quila Crow. You watch newer SpongeBob, not older SpongeBob? Perhaps. Perhaps. Maybe I missed the golden era of SpongeBob and just judged it too early. Shit! damn it. Bleh. The old stuff was actually funny to you, even to this day. Seasons 1 to 3 are the best ones. All right, all right. If I can find a place to watch them, I'll try. Most of the iconic memes come from those seasons. All right. All right. I'll give it a shot. I make no guarantees, but I'll give it a shot. David Bowie was on a SpongeBob musical special and he didn't sing? I wonder if maybe by then, like, didn't his voice kind of give out on him after a certain point? Because sometimes you just can't sing like you used to when your voice doesn't work like it used to before. Ah! The original SpongeBob movie was meant to be the original ending, which makes sense. Oh, so they supernaturaled it. Good to know. Because season 5 was also supposed to be the end of Supernatural, and they were like, but what if we just milked it for fucking ever? Whether or not it makes sense. And we keep having them make the same mistakes because they never learn. It's like, oh no, another communication failure because we can't seem to learn how to talk to each other. Oh, fuck me. I got irritated about Supernatural and forgot how to push the space bar. Yeah, it is just a cartoon, but they still had that fucking cash cow of merchandise for it. Like, they knew what they were doing. They knew the kids would eat that shit up and get their parents to buy them all the stuff. Ah, oh no! Tumblr ate that shit up, yeah. Too bad they don't make Viagra for vocal cords. The brand is so big at this point, dropping it would be a waste to them, yeah. Reality TV would be useless if the characters emphasized empathy and communication skills. Yeah. Of course, it's all fucking scripted anyway. For the drama and the views. Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant emphasized, and either one works. I knew you didn't mean empathy twice. Supernatural brothers. Don't cry. Carry on my wayward son. You're not allowed to be a fan of that song without people thinking you're just a Supernatural fan. It's like, no, this shit is the music I grew up on. I liked it before it was cool. Fuck. I'm gonna be a hipster about classic rock, but literally that's what I was raised on. So when I listen to it, people are like, oh, Supernatural. It's like, no. No. I don't fault them for it, but it's just like, you know, this song existed before Supernatural, right? I promise it did. Every time you see stuff in drama TV shows, man, if only they talked to each other at the beginning, all of this could have been avoided. Yeah, like Survivor, it's a bit different because you're trying to you're like reality game shows, you're trying to trick people and you're trying to sow discord, and that's kind of like, yeah, whatever. Amazing Race, I used to love watching because literally you're just traveling and doing things, and yeah, some of the teams have tension, but it was never like an overarching drama plot to like screw over other teams, because there was really no screwing over other teams. You screwed your own team over if you couldn't complete the roadblock or I remember roadblocks, but it felt less dramatic and scripted. things like fucking Jersey Shore or Real Housewives or Bachelor or shit like that, I cannot stand. Soap operas would be over if people were obvious about their sexual histories. Well, soap operas aren't real, though. That's a little different. You gotta have that drama in there. You weren't even talking about... Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Sorry, we'd ended up on a reality show, kick. Wait, drama TV show. Maybe I took it the wrong way. Yeah, no. If everybody just had communication skills, things would always turn out so much different. So much more different. It's like, oh, you've gotten married, but you don't know about my past fling that's still in love with me, who is now, like, stalking our house, and I'm not gonna tell you because I'm ashamed of the fact that I dated this person. It's like, or you could just tell her what's going on, get a fucking restraining order, and move on with your life. And if she breaks the restraining order, she gets her ass thrown in jail. I mean, in an ideal world, that's what would happen. But at least tell your current wife that you have a crazy, like, ex that is stalking you, so she's not in the dark. Like, let her know who this person is. If she loves you, she will stay. Wow. Magic. Fucking contrived plot devices irritate me so much. Telenovelas are fake. Dios mío. Have you guys seen that one where I think it's an Indian drama? I'm pretty sure it's an Indian drama where this lady gets, I think, punched, and she just keeps rotating and like tying herself up in a curtain until it's around her neck, and she's like strangling herself, but it's not actually around her neck, so she's just like holding it and trying to make it look like it's around her neck. It's so funny. I'll have to see if I can find it because it is really something else. It's so dramatic. It's so bad. Slapped with the kimchi? What the fuck? Okay. Still upset with The Walking Dead. I'm not overly familiar with Walking Dead. I didn't have yet again, I didn't have the channel it was on. And I need to catch up on Doctor Who. I like watching medical professionals reviews of things like House, but I haven't watched it myself unless it's been on at my friend's house. But also my friend always used to have Grey's Anatomy on in the background until they had kids, and then all of a sudden now it's Bluey and Paw Patrol. We no longer get mindless Grey's Anatomy in the background. Remember liking Demon Slayer before it got super popular? Nobody watched it. Then you recommended it to a couple of friends and popularity exploded. I mean, from what I've heard, it's good. I've never watched that either. There's only so much time in a day. And I would rather spend it playing video games than watching anime. Or working on stuff for projects. The comics were better? The Demon Slayer comics? Or the... Was House a comic? Okay, but like, the way that my friends describe... Oh, Walking Dead. The way my friend describes Paw Patrol, though, because he is not about it, is like... You have this kid who has all of these abilities and all of this money. Because, I mean, you can't make custom-made machinery like that without having some coin. And basically... He holds the town hostage with his dogs that do everything, because without them, Like, they wouldn't have a police force or an aquatic force or things like that. And the dogs are basically used as slaves. And it's just like, what the fuck? I did not get that from this innocent child's cartoon, but you do you. How to watch an episode of Bluey. Watching things like that since it's actually good. I fucking love Bluey. I love Bluey so much. I watch Bluey if I can't sleep and I just need something cute to turn on that isn't YouTube, that will eventually come to an end. Like, I'm a Bluey parent because I have babysat kids and been over there with my friends who have also been watching it. And I don't even have kids. I just borrow other people's children. And I ended up loving Bluey. Gotta prep for work early. It was an interesting stream. I'll try to have a good day. Like I said, after this I get beer, so I mean, I could be doing worse. It is. And there are people who try to make mountains out of molehills with Bluey, and it irritates me to no end. Like, it's about dogs, you're aware. House is much better to you because it had an end and not as much not as much sex in the storage room. Yeah, Grey's Anatomy is like it's basically just a soap opera but with medicine and a slightly better budget and better acting. The baby borrower. I do. I borrow children and I give them back. But there are like, okay, so there's apparently an episode where Bandit, the dad, is being more health conscious about his weight and trying to like develop better habits and eat a little better because he doesn't feel comfortable with himself. And people immediately jumped on it. Like, oh, Bluey is fat shaming people. Bluey is telling children that they need to eat healthy or else they're gonna get fat, and fat shaming this, fat shaming that. And it's like, you do understand people are allowed to come to their own individual decisions about their body without it affecting you in any way whatsoever. You do understand that if I don't like how I look, and currently I am attempting to eat better and exercise, it doesn't affect you in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. If I choose to skip dessert at a company luncheon, I'm not affecting you in any way, shape, or form. You're allowed to eat what you want to eat, and I'm allowed to eat what I want to eat. But they just kept going on and on about how terrible of an example it was for kids that the dad wanted to eat healthier because it's setting up unrealistic diet expectations for children. It's just like, we really just want to be offended about fucking everything, don't we? Characters aren't allowed to have any motivations that aren't absolutely politically and socially correct to you. Bluey is pure wholesome vibes that makes you feel warm inside. Real world concepts. Yeah, a coherent story. And it's energetic without being like Cocomelon seizure inducing. Yeah, the episode was 6 minutes long. Yeah. Being heavily overweight is factually unhealthy. Yes. Doesn't mean you have to stop. Yes. Say it's offensive bothers me. Also, yes. It's like, there are people who try to say that health and weight are not correlated, and they are. It's not my place to say that to someone. It's between them, their doctor, and their loved ones. But to completely eschew science and say that that weight has no bearing on weight is wrong. And that narrative being spread is very dangerous. But that's not with me. That's not in between me. I make my choices for my own body, and you make your choices for your own body. And it's like we talked about earlier. Your life is not my life, and I'm allowed to live it how I want to, and you're allowed to live it how you want to. And you get to make the choices that are best for you. Oh, TJ. There's nothing wrong with people who have gained weight. There's not. It's difficult to sort your way around like all the fucking artificial additives and shit that people add without knowing exactly what they do to a human body and how it affects retention of weight and shit like that. Not to mention just how busy we are in the types of food that we have to turn to. It's a tough situation, but the important part is, if it doesn't affect you, yet again, shut the fuck up. If it doesn't affect you or your life in any way, shape, or form, just shut up. It doesn't matter. Don't be a dick. Keep your thoughts to yourself if it doesn't directly affect you. But there was also, in addition to that episode, I guess there's been this big deal about Bluey not being diverse enough. Despite the fact that there are all sorts of different dog breeds and there are all sorts of different like depictions of like, there's a dog that has ADHD, and there's people have said that potentially Bingo, when she goes nonverbal, is on the more like, at the very least, like selective mutism scale, and so on and so forth. Like, there are depictions of characters that have mental differences, but they want racial differences, and it's just kind of like, how are you gonna show racial differences between dogs that already have different breeds without relying on racial stereotypes? Because how else are you going to show that these dogs who have different fur color patterns are racially diverse without relying on like old tropes and stereotypes? You're saying that people like shouldn't be reduced down to stereotypes, and then you do that, where the only real way of showing that someone is quote unquote of a different race is to rely on those different stereotypes when they already have diverse coat patterns. What? I don't understand. Oh, yay. Everything will be better. Soylent Green. Oh, no. Conway. Yeah, not diverse enough. It's dogs. Yeah, it would be different if they were human and only one, like, race of person was ever shown. And then you could be like, but where's the other people that would also potentially be living in, like, an upper middle class neighborhood? Because you know, like, Bluey's family is fucking loaded if they can afford that kind of house in Australia. But, like, where's the other quote unquote people of color? But the dogs are already different colors, people! Aw, man. So going back, some people just want to be offended about literally everything. Even an innocent kids show like Bluey. Yeah, you'd think that, Zach. And I'm all for, like, more inclusion in television shows that have been historically, like, blocked out from people of different weights, of people of different colors. Like, not the perfect movie star actor. Like, I want to see real people in my shows, and real people includes people who are diverse in many different ways. And that's okay. But it's less about, like, the casting decisions of that, where there does have to be that kind of discussion behind, like, casting call doors. But when I'm watching something, it's just like, it should just be normal. It should just be something that is there and we see it. And maybe some people are like, that person is like me. And that's okay, but it just should be normal. Bluey shows that you can be diverse and different, but still the same because they're still just dogs. Yes! Inclusion is good, but forced and unrealistic amounts of inclusion. The writing of inclusion bothers me. There is a way to just have character. I know. I'm not jumping because I'm passionate about this. You can have inclusion without it being the token character. And I think that's where a lot of problems come in, is it's like, oh my God, look, do you see this gay person over here? We included a gay person. They're doing gay things and they're talking in a gay way and they're dressing in gay clothes. Like, we have a gay person over here. Oh my God, look at our gay person. It's like, can you just make the person a person who happens to be gay? Does all the writing have to revolve around the fact that they are a gay person? No. Or like, oh, we changed this character. They used to be male, but now they're female. Look at this. We included a female character. Look at that. Oh, she's female and she's got girl power and look at how awesome she... Bad writing. Bad writing ruins inclusion. Yep, exactly, Reeb. Despise forced diversity and then they make people stereotypes and forget to make them a character. You like diversity where it makes sense and great character writing. Yep. I'm pan and gender fluid, and I don't make it an aspect of myself that I am like constantly talking about because it's just who I am. If it gets brought up, it's like, yeah, I mean, I would date men and women and anybody if I vibe with them, basically. I'm not going around being like, hey guys, did you know I'm pan? Look at my non-gender specific clothing. Like, did you know that I'm pan? Like, it just bad writing. Bad writing. Make the character first, then their race and gender orientation. Yes. It's like, oh, do you think this character is best served by having, do you think this male character is best served by having a husband in his backstory? Fucking go for it. Don't make it all the character is about. That's not good story writing. I'm trying, Benny. I'm trying. This game is oof. And welcome in, Turkey. Howdy, howdy. You often relate to characters based on their attitude and idea. Oh my God. The amount of, do you remember when Turning Red came out? And there was this, and I'm just gonna say, it was a white guy who felt like he couldn't relate to the character because they were Asian. It's just like, that is a you problem. That is a you problem, that you can't see past someone's ethnicity or race to see who they are underneath. That's a you problem. Because I can relate to any character that's gone through the same struggles as I am, regardless of gender, sexual orientation, color, whatnot. If I see myself in a character, that is irrelevant. God damn it, I hate this fucking jump. One of the best cartoons or shows you've seen with diversity is the original Teen Titans. Yeah. Yeah. I really enjoyed Teen Titans as a kid. I don't remember who I related to because it's been a long time. But how am I meant to relate when I've never had a period? Pixar should make a movie for me, a white male. But you went through puberty, didn't ya? If you're in my stream, barring medical complications, and potentially puberty blockers, I would assume that you have gone through puberty. Periods are just a part of puberty that kind of gets played on in that movie. Everything else, the physical changes, the voice changes, the body changes, I feel like that's a pretty relatable thing. How dare you not recognize that in your white male privilege, koala? How dare you? Love that long talk pause then. God damn it. Can't relate to any movie. There's no stoat rep. Yeah, most people don't even know what stoats are. That reminds me of the time that I saw a lesser weasel on my walk, though. is that Turning Red was definitely not a kids movie that Disney specifically should have made. Hold up. I'm not picking up what you're putting down. Hold up. Only thing you'll say is that Turning Red was definitely not a kids movie that Disney specifically should have made. Like, you don't think that the writing was good enough, or that it was... I need a little more. I'm a bit confused. I'm sorry, Zach. Talking about race in general, the previous jumper meditates. Yeah, I know about stoats, but I know a lot of people don't know about stoats. I think stoats are really adorable. Might have come off worse than you meant. No. I always look for clarification first before I jump to, I'm not the type of person to jump to conclusions about things. So, like, I'll always ask for clarification if I'm confused or I'm confuzzled. And I can usually be, like, a pretty impartial mediator when it comes to things that are said online, because text-based stuff, not the easiest to interpret meaning from. Where are your tone indicators, Zach? Come on, no. Soul was a recent one you related to because of the importance of music and searching for a passion. Yes, absolutely. Soul was so good. I enjoyed that movie a lot. Wouldn't get as much flack if it wasn't Disney. Yeah, probably. There we go. All right, making my way back up. You need to watch Soul so bad. I would highly suggest it. That is, if you've ever felt like you aren't exactly sure why you're here or what is worth living for, watch Soul. Because I watched that, I'm pretty sure I watched that shortly after a really bad breakup from my, like, ex. And I wasn't sure who I was because they had pretty much stripped away anything that I, like, recognized in myself. And it helped. It was very cathartic to watch. A bit of an older concept that isn't meant for young children. Yeah, okay, I see. Maybe it would have been better served by a different studio. A lot of teenagers aren't going to go watch Disney movies now unless they're forced to, I feel like. Tangentially, your newest Soul Eater Perfect Edition arrived as Purdy. Ooh. And ideas that kids shouldn't be really focused on. I feel like my thought on that is the fact that, unfortunately, it's been well documented that kids are hitting puberty earlier and earlier. So even 9-year-olds and 10-year-olds should be educated about how their bodies work. Even, like, as early as 8 years old. I don't feel like there's any shame in educating girls early, especially because of, it's difficult, right? Because you don't want a kid to be overly, like, concerned about things, but I feel like a base knowledge is not the worst thing you could do with a child. Coming from someone who hit that age very early and had been at least remotely educated on, like, oh, you might see blood, and if you do, tell me. Even something as simple as that, or like, eventually your body will start changing, and when that happens, you can come talk to me about it. I feel like those are important concepts that we need to give a child, because otherwise it's not the urge aspect of it. I can see that. Yeah, I can see maybe not, like, the sexual urge part of things. That might have been a little bit too far for kids to understand. But the physical changes, I feel, makes a good story. Saw people, Twitter, attacking the developers of Final Fantasy 16 about not being diverse enough. Story takes place in a medieval England setting, and the kingdom is closed off, so it makes sense story-wise. Yeah, I can see that. Learning from a movie isn't the best way to do it, but it can open a dialogue. And that can be the purpose of a lot of media, is to open a dialogue between children and their parents, because it can be really uncomfy for a parent to bring it up directly. But if you have kind of like a gateway, I feel like that's more, it can help. Like, my parents never even gave me the talk. They gave me like the your body will change and come see me when it does, but I never got the talk. And I don't know if it's because they never had a good opening for it or just discomfort. Everything that I learned was not in the best way, from romance novels and fan fiction. And then when I started learning about things in romance novels and fan fiction, I started looking them up myself. I was never educated about any of it, and the sex ed in my school was absolutely tragic. Damn it. Movies are a great way to learn about things. Show your children. Carrie, that'll learn them. Appreciate turning red as someone who couldn't help but taking explanation of growing up too literally and had an awkward time growing up with other people. Don't think you felt like you ever needed it, since all that mattered was it explained why I felt certain ways. Mainly because folks in school didn't do a great job explaining things to begin with. You've always had an iffy time understanding explanations. Yeah, it's difficult, for sure. I don't know. I think movies can help. I can also think, oh, yay! I made it back up to the snow! I made it back up to the snow! Let's go! I think the movies can help. I feel like they can also hinder, especially if you're from a family that doesn't approve of things. And all of a sudden now it's like, oh, this movie is completely I don't know what word I'm looking for there. Uncivil. That's not the word I'm looking for, but it's the best I've got. Uncouth. Definitely more important for girls since that it affects them a lot more differently. Yeah. Wouldn't have learned about D.B. Cooper if not for movies and later podcasts, but All right, we found snow, everybody. Like a dog seeing snow for the first time. Sir, oh God. Sir Doggo loves snow. It's really cute. Like the first snow of the season, I know that he will just be all about it. Oh dear. All right, there we go. Yay, we found snow. Sorry that you had to dip for a moment. Finally got your sponsor for school approved. Let's go. We were just talking movies and allegory and if it's good or bad. And the consensus is it can be good, but it can also be bad, like everything. Oh no, what? Your grandpa was the one who explained the happy bone and led with an analogy that says Jesus made you hard because he's your friend. That is a different kind of religious fetish than I have ever heard before. Tyler is the Jump King, Sir Doggo is the Winter Knight. That's really cute. I don't even know how to respond to that, Turkey. That is... What? Oh, fuck. Welcome in, Inochi. How are you? Hoot afternoon to you as well. Hoot hoot. Aww. I am struggling with this game as per usual. I have made it fuck. Oh, thank God. I have made it no further than before. Well, I made it a little further, and then I promptly fell. And then ended up all the way back at the sewers! No! Fuck me. This game. Am I ever gonna beat this? I don't know. I don't know if I am. I'm gonna try. I will continue to try to beat it. But am I ever actually gonna beat it, or is it just gonna be a recurring game on my channel that never gets beaten? I don't know. I'm trying. God damn it. No. He is the Messiah and he is a naughty boy. Koala! I hope any of the things I said has made anyone feel disrespected or less valued. You didn't mean... I can't speak for everyone else, but I don't think that you... I don't think you did. You hope any of the things you said made someone... Zach, the secret troll! His true intentions have been revealed. I think I read it correctly, though. I don't think that you would come into my chat intentionally trying to start shit after this long. You're good, Zach. You're good. Having autism and hardcore Christian values led to some funny times. Oh, no. As in, like, in the sense of taking things very literally around religious metaphor. Because I could definitely see how that would be. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That just reminded me. Oh, no. I could have dealt with never remembering this. But I, like, missed the first day of sex ed. And apparently everybody, everybody had put like small slips of paper in for things that they wanted answered. And they were talking about blah, 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 like if you're sexually active, this, that, like be safe-ish. But honestly, it was more like if you're sexually active, stop, because yay, abstinence. Oh god. But I didn't realize everybody else had like small slips of paper in there. And so when I realized that there was a question box, I put a folded up large like piece of notebook paper in. And when the lady pulled it out, she opened it up, she looked at me and just put it to the side. And I didn't understand why, because what I had written, what does sexually act, or like, how do I know if I'm sexually active? Because I thought it was like a switch or something that just got turned on, and it's like, oh, you want sex now? And I was like, how do I know when the switch in me has been flipped? And she just ignored it and moved on and gave me a look. And I just sat there in shame for the rest of the class, not understanding what I did wrong. And as someone who, like, here's the other thing, is I'm pretty sure I'm somewhere on the ACE spectrum, like, just straight up, because it's just kind of a meh thing. Like, if it's offered, I'll be like, yeah, sure, let's do it. I don't spend time thinking about it. I don't get, like, oh my god, I need to fuck someone or I'm gonna die, like I don't experience attraction the way that like a lot of other people do. And so it was entirely confusing to me because I went through high school completely confused and thinking that people were just playing it up. I thought high school movies were fake because they were just all about people wanting to have sex, right? All the high school teenage movies that came out about the time that I was in high school were about people who just wanted to get laid. And I was like, ha, you're funny. That's such an exaggeration. Come to find out. And it's like, I find people attractive, but I'm not gonna look at someone and be like, oh my god, I need to bang her right now. That's just not the way. And so for me, asking like about if there was a switch in me that was supposed to be activated didn't seem so wrong to me, okay? I've thought if I'm demi, I've debated if I'm demi, but it doesn't necessarily have to be someone I know all that well. Like, I don't have to be in a relationship with someone to, like, I feel like I almost have like a reactive libido. Like, it's kind of like, I'll take the opportunity as presented, but I don't seek it out, and I don't have to be overly close with someone, but there has to be a degree of familiarity. I don't just like go out looking for randos, even though like my friend is all about like how quote unquote easy women have it in the like hookup scene, because you could go to any bar and get someone to take home with you, according to him. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, you could, but is he gonna murder me? That's what you don't understand, is I could go home with someone and never leave the next day. He's not confused. He's a guy, like a cis guy who's had the experience of trying to seek out. But to me, Demi is more about having actual emotions for somebody. It's not just about like a familiarity. And it's not necessarily an emotional spark, because I don't have to be friends with them. It just has to be like I've seen enough of them to not feel like wholly uncomfortable. Maybe I need to look more into the Demi definition, because Demi to me was always about being more like emotionally connected than I've really ever felt with a lot of people. Your folks give you shit all the time because you think I'm weird for not being into stuff. Sex is neat, dating is neat, but you just can't feel any desire / need to socialize or be intimate. Yeah. It's not my whole life's meaning to procreate and be with someone I can fuck. It's just having a house, being financially stable, and taking care of my dog. All that ranks higher than finding a sexual relationship to me. Taking care of my cats, wanting to have a hookup, and being in a relationship are two different things. They really are. They really, really are. But his whole point is that if a woman wanted to hook up, it's easier for them to find a guy who is willing to go home with them. But my whole point is, again, is this guy gonna murder me if I go home with him? Aww. Yeah, I love the kitty cats too. I do wish you could hear the kitty cats, but as I've said before, I cannot trust Sir Doggo around their lordships, and so unfortunately I don't get to let you hear the cute little meows that they do. Sir Doggo has to be muzzled, because I know that if he gets a little too like prey drive high, he will just try to eat them. I have witnessed this firsthand. He's been totally fine with them, and then one of them runs or jumps and he's like, oh, prey. So I have to be careful with him, and unfortunately that means you don't get to hear the kitty cats ever. So I'm like, I just need a friendly connection in the relationship, which sounds like a normal relationship. I mean, yeah. It is pretty, but I don't know. I've also never been the, like, my love language is a bit different than a lot of people's too, though. Because, like, for me, if I'm spending time with you, that means that I care about you. And I don't necessarily need a whole lot of the extras in a relationship. I just like to spend time with people and not be, like, overly sappy and overly, like, romantic. I feel like I fail at being in a relationship sometimes. Because I'll be like, in a relationship, I'll be like, is this like enough for you? Is this good? If you connect my phone via Bluetooth, I could use it as a microphone. I could, but I have a different plan for a Bluetooth microphone. I have an idea that once I finally... It'd be really cool if this job, like, decided that they were gonna accept my counter offer. But once that happens, I have a different plan for a Bluetooth microphone, trust me. It's gonna be fun. Also, welcome in. Quality time is lovely, but I'm not so much about, like, constant makeouts or things like that. God damn it. All right, back at it. Cool. That was not as bad as it could have turned out. You broke your chair! No! How did you break your chair? Did it just finally give in the ghost? Or, like, give up the ghost and be like, I don't want to be a chair anymore. I am so sorry. Just talking about relationship love languages, things like that. Twilight quality time ASMR, she doesn't hold your hand. No, I like hand holding. I like hand holding, and like that's okay with me. I like that. Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Like, cuddling with pets, cuddling with the person, it doesn't necessarily have to be makeouts. I just want to be close. Last partner was afraid they weren't intimate enough. You were super dry and blunt to her and couldn't help. She said, you're holding my hand in public. I could die happy. That is so cute. Your friend is trying to figure out what No Nut November is. She thinks it's to honor people with nut allergies. Oh, no. Are you not just... Oh, are you just waiting to see if she figures it out herself? Is that what's happening? Oh my gosh. Count what you state as Demi. All right, I'll look more into it. Oh no. See, I thought that, but I also, like, I don't know. Labels don't always necessarily fit exactly what someone feels, and so I was... All right, so that is not something I can do. Unless maybe, hold up. Okay, I'm gonna try a weird jump. Aha, it worked! Let's go! We aren't even married yet. Wait, do you have a nut allergy, Toby? Have you said that before? Turkey. Oh, hand-holding scandalous. All right. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Now it's serious time. I finally made it back to the snow area. Oh dear. Oh no. Okay, this is acceptable. Started late into the November stuff, but I mean, come on. We all know it's not no nut November. It's non-stop nut November. Come on. You are now on a stool. No, you made it through Sober October Sober. Well done. I failed at the very end of the month with a really hectic schedule, and I got Taco Bell. It was immediately post interview, and then I had a stream, and I hadn't eaten all day because I was out early getting an outfit in the hopes that it would work, and I just overlooked eating, and I was like, I should probably get food at some point today. And it was Taco Bell. Can't win them all. Especially when it's between, like, not eating or, like, not eating is about as bad as eating junk food. You don't want to starve your body. Damn it. Got to have bourbon on. Nice. I got Taco Bell. Sounded like a child admitting they did something wrong. I mean, I was trying to avoid... As soon as I learned that Sober October was more almost like secular Lent, I was like, I can give up fast food and eat better and make sure that I'm, like, doing well with nutrition and things like that. And then I failed right at the end. Held out for so long. Thank you. Aha! Okay. Ah! Okay. Shit. This is where I fell the last time, isn't it? Yes! Oh my god. Okay, cool. Okay. How do we do this? Okay. The gargoyles blink. I didn't even notice. I was too worried about making that jump. Eat lunch. Yes, get lunch, Toby. Lunch is important. Okay. Am I just gonna... Maybe I can do a rebound jump when the wind shifts. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Okay, this is acceptable. This is okay. Cute Knuckles. Oh no! Plus fast food is so satisfying for such a low cost. Frickin' Taco Bell, you can get like 2 burritos for $4. Like, how do you beat that? How do you beat that? I can't. That's what I would spend on like a normal meal if I was making it out of like good ingredients. Yeah, it also still has a dollar menu. Ah, I tried. Like you can't do better. I can't, at least. Yeah, McDonald's, for what it is so expensive for no reason. I mean, yeah, they have to keep their bottom line, but McDonald's used to be the place that you would go for the cheapest, like, just cheap meal type shit. And now it's so expensive. I should not be paying $6 for a freaking burrito meal. Oyster crackers and water bottles given by the Sama Club overnighters. So you're tearing apart a McChicken if I'm tempted. Yeah, I mean, it's not, it tastes damn good. There is no denying that. McChicken for $4 a sandwich. Isn't a McChicken like on there like you can get 2 sandwiches for $3 maybe? Like it's $1.50 menu if you like double or McDoubles and McChickens. But aside from that, you're just kind of screwed. Costs too much at Mickey D's. It's to be where burnouts go for 3 a.m. meals. Yeah. And then, even then, freaking McDonald's now, at least where I live, is no longer 24 hours. So you can't even get your late night meals. Taco Bell closes at 2. I think McDonald's closes at 1, or at least it used to. Maybe they've opened up again, but I haven't been on a night shift for a while, so I'm not sure. Didn't they used to give 2 burgers, a drink, and a side for like 3 to 4? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It was cheap enough. To get to them before they close. Oh, man. They still serve breakfast all the time? I'm not actually sure. Can't even get half that for $6. Damn, that sucks. Yeah. All McDonald's foods can be served to your military. Kid you not. The U.S. military worked with McDonald's to make their chicken nugget. The stuff is dirt cheap and just nourishing enough. I can see that. I mean, it's got nutrition. It's just now it's expensive. Checkers/Rallies is the only place you can save money on large food anymore. Wait, oh man. I'm scared of this jump. I think that's why I'm delaying. This jump is scary. Work truck is too big, so you have to walk through the drive-thru with your coat. And it's 60 degrees in the morning, but only 21 at night. You can't do this winter. At least they let up on the you can't walk through the drive-through thing, because I know truckers were pissed at the start of COVID when they weren't allowed inside and they couldn't take their truck through the drive-through, and they were just like, do you want my service, or do you want my money or not? You do understand, oh god, the issues here, right? I do remember hitting the Whopper deal a lot when they had like 2 Whoppers for $6. I was all over that. You know what? Valid point, Zach. Why would you pay for crap when you know it's crap? Okay. Shit. Oh, I tried. All right. Not the worst fall. Cannot believe I've... I mean, I'm okay being in the snowy area. The snowy area is fine, but damn the lack of progress yet again. Yeah, I almost made it. I just have to... It's not a full jump. There we go. Oh yeah, I see the gargoyles blinking now. Because that's not creepy at all. Wish Culver's was cheaper. Oh my god, Culver's is godly. I could smash some Culver's so hard. Culver's would go to our, so there was a single marching band competition in my area, and when we were done marching, Culver's would be set up with their frozen custard, and everyone would go and get some frozen custard after we were done marching, because you're in those wool uniforms and it's so hot, and we were always early in the day, but like not early enough, so it was like afternoon by the time that we went, and the big bands got to go in the evening where it was cooler, and so we were just drenched in sweat, and we'd go hit Culver's and get that frozen custard. Good memories. Such good memories. Feels like we spent another stream getting back here. Yeah, but I've spent more time in the snowy area than I did before, so I'll consider it a win. Stay sober September. But yeah, Culver's, if it was cheaper, that would be my like, oh my god. No! Okay. This is fine. That jump has gotten me twice now. The sauna outfit. Yep. You know. Sonic knows. It's like, oh, do you want to lose 15 pounds of water weight in one day? Maybe not that much. Do you want to lose 5 pounds of water weight in one day? Fucking march. March in a band uniform. Me smash, Hulk smash. Senior year before COVID kicked us out early, you would bolt to Culver's and eat in the parking lot while watching Bleach. That sounds like the life. But yeah, those fucking wool outfits, Jesus. The good news is, like, there was always like a little bit of time where you were lining up for the parade, and then you would have to stay in your jackets until you got to actually march on the field, but they were usually able to plan it nicely enough that you weren't just dead. And we could probably take our jackets off if it got too bad. Like, that was always an option. You'd stay in your pants, but the jackets just unzipped real nice, and you could carry them and then put them back on when you needed to. But then once that field show was over, you were out of that shit. You were in your shorts and your t-shirts, and you just sat and watched everybody else or played Ultimate Frisbee or whatever silly ass games they had in marching band. Or not even marching band, high school in general. Marching band days were pretty cool. I always loved marching band competition days. Except frickin' there was this one competition that was always freezing in the middle of October. Damn it. Like, there was no reason it should have been that cold every October without fail. All 4 years that we went to that competition, they would give us hot chocolate. They knew. They knew. And it was just like, why is it always so cold in this one fucking place? And of course, it was one of them where they wouldn't let students into the school. So you were just out in the cold the entire time with blankets and hot chocolate and any warm food you could find. It was bullshit. Felt really nice after your cross-country season because your coach monitored the hell out of what you ate. Had to fit into those short shorts. Marching band kept me like a healthy weight for sure, but never like short confident weight. Sauna suit keeps you warm enough when it's cold, and then you took them off, you'd be warm for the rest of the time. See, we were at that one competition, when you took it off, you'd just be sitting in the cold in sweat-soaked underclothes and just waiting for it to dry off so you weren't freezing. Twilight and short shorts. I've never worn well, that's a lie. I've worn short shorts one time, and it was under a tutu for Rocky Horror Picture Show. I've worn like the, what are they fucking called? The dolphin shorts? I've worn those like a couple times, but never anything that was like super revealing. I don't feel comfortable in overly revealing clothing. Yay! Yay! Oh no! Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Like, I will wear shorts and I'll wear tank tops, but they're not to the point where like you're gonna see my ass cheeks or something. That makes me uncomfy. I mean, I've worn a bikini, but that's different, right? Like, if you're wearing a bikini, everybody is probably wearing a bikini, and it's kind of like the herd mentality of like, no one's looking at me, this is fine. Except they probably are looking at me because I'm so ghostly pale that I probably am glowing in the sunlight, and people are like, who's this bitch that's like a fucking ghost over here? Who's this fluorescent light that I see? That's me. I'm a fluorescent light in the sunlight. Never said you were confident. We all got decently toned. Oh no, chicken legs despite the work. Oh. Why is the cold area blowing you around? Cold thing lack vibration and movement while hot things vibrate, and yet the cold is moving you. I mean, it's wind. It's just wind. I've been in many a snow squall before. It fucking sucks. It's all about pressure differences. Fluorescent cutie. I don't know. Most people, fluorescent light because you always find a way to shine. I do have that blinding skin. Have you seen that comic where it's like friends and they're out and this one is a little uncomfortable because she knows she's pale, and one of her friends is like, it's okay, no one's gonna be paying attention, I'm sure it's fine. And so she takes off her swimsuit cover and her other friend goes, the beacons have been lit, Gondor calls for aid. That's me. That's me. And the nativity in your church, and you were in the shop scene and you saw a camel try to escape the petting zoo portion of the nativity. You had an actual camel? What? Hold up. Your nativity scene afforded an actual camel? I need to hear more. I must know more. As I attempt this jump again. I made it. Okay. Yay! Oh, okay. For Gondor! Exactly. I am officially the furthest I have been this stream. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Well, that happened. Ah, that happened too. You thought about this earlier. You found out male lingerie exists. You realized it would be more embarrassing to wear that. But it wouldn't be embarrassing to wear nothing at all. Yeah? I mean, everybody has their own thing. And I know a lot of guys who like wearing lingerie, and it's nice to them because they get to feel like they get to feel dressed up too. So it's like it's not for everybody, but it could be for some people. Modesty is hot. Don't care if others know what a prize you have. Rather not tempt others to seduce your SO. Fair enough. Absolutely fair. Aw, man. Whoops. That was wrong. There we go. I like modesty, but I also like appreciate people who have the confidence to show it off, because I sure as hell don't. The few times I've dressed up in like lingerie, I had to really trust my partner and be like, I know this is what they like, so I'm gonna do it because it's what they like. But I've never dressed in lingerie to personally feel confident, but I know other people do. And that's okay too. Aha! Yay. Yay. Alright. Shit! Ah! Ooh! No, 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 no. Please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. I don't want to fall. Not this close. Non-gender conforming is hot. And also cool. Yeah, to everybody. Again, as we keep coming back to this theme this stream. To each their own, and if it doesn't affect you, just let them live their lives. Ah! Now, I've also said before that I don't mind if you draw me that way. I genuinely don't. Fan art is fan art. And I encourage you to have fun with whatever, like, however you might see me. Like, that's perfectly fine. It doesn't bother me. Yay. Oh, that was a good one. Let's go. Like, it doesn't make me uncomfortable. So, Twyla Toes art. Hey, if that's what you're into, fuck it. Go ahead. I'm not into it, but if you are, it doesn't bother me any. Just not your thing because you're a possessive jealous yandere. Oh dear. Always got embarrassed when asked to wear laundry because you became a wreck when your partner would look at you. Called you tomato boy? No! What the fuck? What? That's cruel. Like, that's really sad, honestly. Like, if you're making an effort, then you don't need to be criticized for it. There's something, like, you could offer critique, and 5'7" can totally pull off the sexy librarian, don't lie. They can. It all depends on just... I mean, there are a lot of things that can go into pulling off the sexy librarian look. Height is not one of them, unless people can be really shallow. Like, there's such a thing as offering critique if you want to like feel more comfortable in the clothing that you're wearing. And awesome, like, if you know that you're not quite pulling it off, there's such a thing as being like, maybe this will help, instead of you can't do this and haha, look at you, that's so fucking funny. Like, what the fuck? That's cruel. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. There's this really lovely comic that I saw where this guy is putting himself down in the mirror and he's like, I'm so ugly. Like, no one is ever going to see anything in me. And the person, I'm guessing his roomie, is like, you're not ugly. You're just not your own type. And everybody is somebody else's type. It doesn't matter if you're your own type or not. If you're somebody else's type, that's enough. And you are under no obligation to try and change their mind because you won't be able to. What? No, no, no. Okay, a cute nickname thing. Thank goodness. The tone on that was like, it sounded really bad. I'm glad it was a good thing with you two then. Appreciated it because it eased your nervousness by cracking a joke. Definitely knew it was for her and not for me. Oh, okay, okay. If being too tall were an issue, why are high heels a big part of a lot of outfits? Because you know who designs high heels, right? It's men. Men design high heels. And they designed them to make a woman's ass look better. Do you think women would voluntarily choose to wear high heels if it wasn't part of the fashion standard? Fuck no. High heels fucking hurt. They're bad for your posture. They're bad for your skeletal muscular system. But yeah, height itself is not an issue. And anybody who judges based off of height is probably not someone that you would want to be around anyway. Like, I've had crushes on people from all parts of the height spectrum. And that was not what I cared about at all. Have your preferences, fine. Don't put people down. Again, don't put people down for things they cannot control. I cannot believe I'm down here. God damn it. Ah, no! Never been super confident about your appearance or your height. She regularly tried to make you feel better. Oh, you're making me feel all mushy now. That's really fucking cute. Someone who can't feel their lower legs, you can walk in high heels and therefore you're more powerful. Yeah, the number of times I've been at a convention and had to like slip into flats or just take off high heels on the dance floor. The few times that I've ever been on a dance floor. I know we made it so far. I'm actually gonna get up there and then I have to probably pause for the day. Yay! Boo! I'll get back up there and pause for the day and get dressed. I'm in pajamas right now. I did not care at all about... I did not care about getting up and motivated today. I had my coffee, my friend called, and I just existed. I'm like, eh. Plus they're flannel. Ooh, the pajama bottoms themselves are flannel. What the fuck? The pajama bottoms are flannel? Eee. So warm and cozy. We ejaculated a lot today about a lot of things. We did indeed. We did indeed. I know we were. I'm pretty sure I was like a couple of screens at most away from being through the snow area, and I'm very sad. I'm gonna start some of your lurking. Thank you for the stream and good luck. Thank you, Conway. Vibe until the game said nah. Yeah. I mean, it's not like I didn't see it coming at some point. I knew I would have another really bad fall. They don't like me. Did I say have a good day, Conway? I feel like I did, but I can't remember what I said 3 seconds ago sometimes. So have a good day. Ah! No! No, 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 no! snow areas, making you crave a proper snowfall, and it's only November. I can't tell you how to curb. Go get a snow cone. Go get an icy or something like that. Cause I'm good. I'm fine. This game is a lot less ragey than Getting Over It ever made me. Like, this is fine. Yeah, I'm back at Castle, but now I'm out of Castle. I mean, I'm at Duloc. It's fine. I will never call this place by its real name. It's just Duloc. Ah. Shit. God damn it. Oh. Have I heard the Earthbound OST? I feel like I have. I've never played Earthbound, but I feel like I know the theme you're talking about. I love winter themes. I love winter themes in games. I will intentionally seek them out just to listen to them. One of the things that I love about Tales of Symphonia and Tales of Fantasia is that their Flanor theme and the Freeskeel theme have very similar instrumentation and very similar notation. And so you can feel that they are similar places. And there's a fan theory, or maybe even a confirmed theory, that Fantasia is pre-Symphonia, that they are in the same world because of Yggdrasil being mentioned. Not Yggdrasil. No, that was... Yeah. No, that was Abyss, wasn't it? Shit. One of the main important things being mentioned ties Fantasia and Symphonia, and Freeskeel and Flanor have almost the same theme, but Freeskeel is a lot darker of a theme. Like, for being a winter theme, Flanor feels like winter in a town that wants to celebrate winter and the holidays and things like that. Freeskeel sounds like the winter is gonna kill you. Takes place in the same universe, but 4,000 years later. Wait. Huh. I would not have pegged Symphonia as being the prequel. But I mean, same universe. So it still counts. The point stands. Thank you for finding that, TJ. Like your funny words, Magic Man has never played a Tale game. They're lengthy. They are lengthy and they're not for everyone. Whether by battle system or just the length of the game itself. Like with any of the Tales games, you're investing 50 to 70 hours easy. And it can be quite a slog. I think you've heard that theory. Isn't Duloc from Shrek? Yes, it is, Reeb. Tales of Symphonia mentioned we got him girls and boys and gender thems. I love Tales of Symphonia. Tales of Symphonia was my first Tales game. And I played the shit out of it. Tales of lore makes you want to play the game, but the art style just makes you play Valkyrie Chronicles. Valid. Go with what you know and enjoy. God damn it. Played Persona 5, you're gonna play it again. Long RPGs are lovely to you. Me too. I like something about good story that can really drag me in. Tales of the Abyss I play like 3 times. Once, like, with different groups of people. One of them being my friend from college. That I used to, like, the one that I would play Tales of the Abyss with. And then we'd watch Toonami on Saturdays. It was a lot of fun. She's the one that I watched Fooly Cooly with, and we were both just sitting there the entire time like, what the fuck is this? It does. I like the anime adaptation. I feel like they did an okay job given all the amount of story. I feel like they did the best that they could given the amount of time that they had. Also, if if you want to get to know Tales of the Abyss, there is an anime. Would highly suggest watching the anime if you don't feel you're up to like a 90-hour slog. They kept in enough the good parts. They did. They did. But I also haven't watched it in literally 10 years. So I should probably go back. Your birthday. Oh. There's a Tales of Symphonia anime too. I feel like I remember that. Oh, are we hitting another birthday overlap with everybody? It's like August, September, and then November, December. Oop, whoop. There we go. Your birthday is bad luck. Oh no. Playing... What long? Hold up. I don't know the... Hold up. Did I miss something? What is WO long? Try to naked run. Here, gotta take your Sir Doggo. There's only one Sir Doggo and he is no, I'm joking. Enjoy walking your Sir Doggo. Wolong is a Chinese themed game. Ah, Lloyd is great. He can't help him. Hated Lloyd, him and Sora. Lloyd has a lot of maturing to do in the game, and I think they handled it well. Just like Luke. I think they handled Luke's development well because, like, I genuinely could not fucking stand Luke. Like, I could not stand that, like, whiny crybaby that always wanted to blame everybody else for his own problems. And they did a really good job of making me like him in the end. Like, eventually I did start to like Luke. Lloyd is voiced by the same guy who voiced Robin, and then there's Zelos. Fucking Zelos. I cannot stand Zelos. I don't know what it was. His arrogance, his fucking... Luke is Yuri Lowenthal. Luke and Ash are Yuri Lowenthal. And that makes me happy. Because I did end up being in the watching Toonami. I watched Durarara in English. And so Yuri Lowenthal is also Shinra from Durarara. And I was just like, we get him twice in one day. Because I love his voice a lot. It's very expressive. To be honest, if when you have to choose between Zelos and Kratos, it's Kratos. No, it's always Kratos for me. Fuck Zelos. It's always Kratos for me. I think I did one run with Zelos just because I felt like I had to experience it and see what happened. And then it's Kratos all the other times. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry, Zelos. Just go fuck off and die. The opening to Durarara is incredible. Yes. Good project to choose. Good project. Even the endings too. Durarara just has really good music. I used to listen to the soundtrack a lot. Uh-huh. Yep. All right, we'll be patient. Is now Spider-Man in the recent Spider-Man games. I saw that. I saw him going off on Twitter about it. He raised Marth in Fire Emblem, so now you get him in like every gameplay. Aw. Whoa, that was risk. That was risky. All right, cool. Understand Zelos in the context of Gifted could burn out, but he makes excuses for being a jackass and is too self-reverential at times. Yeah, his arrogance really just... I don't do well with people who think themselves like that there's very little plot and da-da-da-da. Really? Because, I mean, at least the later seasons are fucking messed up. Went off in Spider-Man 2. I'll have to look up some voice clips. It's gonna be like Asterion. I've never played the game, but everybody else has played it for me. No! Only watched season 1. That, yeah, it gets a lot weirder in later seasons. Like, really weird and really involved. But also, fuck the chick who wants to fuck her brother. Like, no, that's not okay. Lady, go get some fucking help. Oh. Which is really bad because, like, right, she's a fucking, like, pharmacist or some shit. And it's like, I don't want her to be my representation. What? No, fuck this. Whoops. It's like, no, I don't claim you as a pharmaceutical chemist. I don't claim you. No. That is a very loud train. Wow. More than X2, but Salty, Mikado, and Shizuo stay consistent. Yeah. I liked Salty. I still see people cosplay her around the conventions a lot. And Shizuo. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I was going to conventions about the time that it was popular, and so I still remember seeing Shizuo's chase their Izayas around and the Celties in the background just shaking their heads like, It was fun. It was a lot of fun. She is! She's so cute! And I love her little, like, smoke signs that she puts up if she wants to communicate, like, an emotion. Like, she's just adorable. For being a super scary monster, she's so adorable. Made you into motorcycles and monster people. Oh, wow. Imagine Salty being your monster fucker awakening. I mean, would. Ah! No, come on. There we go. Maybe that'll work. Would without question. Yeah. It was like 8, so it was that, and then Monster Musume. Hold up. So 0 to 10 real quick. Had to do an assignment in music where you had to pick 3 shows and describe the music. You picked the Tekken anime Spy Family and most recent season of Demon Slayer. How did that go? I hope you got a good review on it. And I also love that it's become more acceptable to talk about anime in school projects. That makes me happy. Got 100%. Hell yeah. All right. Ah. I remember one of my my papers in junior year was if video games cause violence in teenagers. I think I might have gotten like a 98 on it. I don't remember. I had so many sources. Like so many interesting old books too that were already examining the effects of, by old I mean like as early as the early 90s. Like people that were already trying to make the claims that video games were causing violence and doing studies all the way back then. It was really neat. Now! Whoops, no, I would need to go this way. There we go. It's acting as your parents' marriage counselor because they won't go to one themselves. Oh no. Not a whole lot. We just got talking about video games and a lot of Tales games, JRPGs. Wanting to start a project where lore Twilight studies the dreams of fictional characters. That would be fun. Minamoto would be first because haha, funny numbers, mad trash man. I think I would look more at characters who have dreams and try to interpret them. Maybe that'll be a Memshi stream when I make it, is interpreting everybody else's dreams. See if you all actually did your homework. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Okay. Breathe. Breathe. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No. No. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is recoverable. I'm still in the snow. That is all that is necessary, is I am still in the snow. Always has been. That was actually a very common Scholastic Bowl question, is finding out numbers in binary. It was one that I did really well on too. Whoops. Cool. Huh? No, no, no. We're still in the... Oh no, how do I get over? Oh no. Oh, okay, we're gonna get back up to the snow and then I have to stop. Oh my god. We're gonna get back up to the snow and then I'm gonna stop. God damn it. We're gonna get back up to the snow and then we're gonna stop. Fuck me. Fuck. Alternately, I stop here because I'm stressed AF now trying to get back, and I'm just gonna end up, like, fucking myself over. We're 18 hours in. Oh my god. You learn to count in binary on your fingers, so you could just keep counting on your fingers in math class. So simple addition. Yeah, no. I can tell that I'm trying to rush to get back up and it's not gonna end well, so I think I just need to stop here and reconvene. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. Tomorrow might be Dark Souls. I'm potentially gonna, I don't know. I'll keep everybody updated. I was not in a good place to have a schedule this week and just figure out, like, everything that was going on. So this is just gonna kind of be like, I'll let you know when I have a stream until Monday and we can start all over again. But I know at one point we will have Dark Souls. I don't know if it's gonna be Friday, I don't know if it's gonna be Saturday, but Dark Souls will be a thing. And Sunday will probably be Edgar Allan Poe. Tomorrow is the toss up. I don't know what tomorrow will be, but Saturday, let's say Saturday is Dark Souls, Sunday is Edgar Allan Poe, Friday is a question mark, and we'll go from there. All right, I'm gonna end. I'm frazzled. So yeah, have a good day, everybody. Thank you for joining me for this bullshit. Dork circles. You can play it while I do. Woo, let's go. Rest my brain. My brain is getting beer now, so I don't know much else rest I could give it, so. All right, bye everybody. Have a good night. Thank you, Topi, Sonic, Turkey, TJ, Reeb. Trust me. Thank you all for being here. Did I miss anybody? Abaddon and Avarice, I know you were here as well. I think I caught everybody recently. Cool. All right, bye.